Hey everybody, Michael Kunman coming to you from Perth Golf Centre. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about a great little drill to stop the golfers that come over the top and get that slicing action. So if that is you, make sure you first subscribe to our channel and stick around, and it's not going to be long until we're going to get you hitting nice little baby draws. Talk about shallowing at the golf club. Just gave a couple of lessons today, and interestingly enough, they both included elements of shallowing. So they were basically golfers that were coming over the top a little bit, and with that action we had to look at and figure out where we could fix, whether it was grip or stance or posture or the golf swing in itself, or understanding what happens in the golf swing to try and get the golf club to work further behind them. So what I mean by that, if you've been following my videos for a little while, you would have known what over the top and shallowing is, but for those of you who don't, those of you who are new to our channel, basically what I'm going to do is just going to run you through it right now. So when we talk about over the top, it means when we get to the top of our backswing and the hands and the club start working too far in front of our chest. We talk about shallowing when we get to the top of our backswing, the club tends to lower itself. The hands work down, the club head works more behind us. And what they tend to do is this action in front of us causes that over the top slicing action, and we can have some really erratic results as well. Some big mishits, top shots, fat shots, and especially that big ballooning slice with our longer clubs. So we do want some element of the club working back down behind us if we can. And to do that, again, numerous ways, heaps of different ways to do it, but today I'm going to show you a really good little drill that's really simple to do. It's easy to do at home as well, and it should hopefully help golfers out there that do struggle with that over the top action. So what you'll notice here is I have found a wall. Now luckily here at Perth Golf Centre we have padded surrounds, which is great for this drill. If you're at home, I'm going to show you a way that you can do this without causing any damage to your walls. I'm going to give this a shot, and we're going to see if we can get the understanding of shallowing our golf club. So first off, we need to get pretty close to the wall. So normally I get my fist, put it next to my backside and get touching that wall. So I've got a little bit of space there. We're going to take our setup, we're going to take our golf club to the top of our backswing. If you're a golfer that whips it inside, you might find that you might hit this a little bit. Don't stress, I'm not trying to adjust your backswing. I just want you to set it in a position at the top where this golf club head is resting on the pad. So we take our setup, we get to the top, and we have the golf club resting on the pad. And from here, what I want you to do is I want you to drag it down while simultaneously getting a little bit of lower body motion there. You can see how my hips are starting to turn. I'm starting to get a bit of pressure shift there, and we're getting the feeling of what it's like to have the club work back down behind us versus this over the top chopping style action. So as we said, once we've got the feeling here, we're going to work back over to where we're going to hit some golf balls on our mat, and we're going to see how we go. So just quickly again, we get about a fist width away, we take our setup, we get to the top, we drag, and we make sure that we get a little bit of lower body action as well. So we're going to move across and hit some golf balls, and we're going to see if we can turn that into an into-out path and get some right to left golf shots going for a right-handed golfer, of course. So now you've seen that drill and how it works, what the feel is like and what we should be trying to achieve. We're going to try and put it into play here on either the driving range or wherever you are trying to hit golf balls. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up, and practice swings are super important. I want you to understand the feel. So we're going to do a couple of practice swings before we hit a shot. So we get to the top of our backswing, we feel that club working down the wall, and then we swing through. We get to the top, feel the club working down the wall, and then we swing through. And then when we set up, what I want you to do for the first couple of swings is I want you to do a little bit of an abbreviated swing. And what I mean by that is we're going to get to the top, and we're going to get that same motion, drag it down, a little bit of a pump down, and then just a little chip shot. You can see it was not aggressive in any way. I don't want you to try and feel like you're going to hit your 7-iron or your 8-iron 150, 160 meters. Try and get the motion correct, and what you're going to notice is my club path down in that bottom corner is into out, which means that golf club is shallowed and worked into out, allowing me to get a more draw bias golf swing. Again, it doesn't need to be a draw bias golf swing when we swing and shallow our golf club, but it's a good thing for a lot of people if they want to get some little bit of distance. And a lot of people come in here and they want to see a draw-based swing. Okay, so we've hit our shot, we've got our feeling, we've done our abbreviated swing, and we've done our practice swings as well. So we start to get the understanding of how that golf club can shallow out, and we just need to try and turn that into a full motion now. What I would be suggesting is more practice swings and more small shots than full swings, but of course, getting to the end of our session, we want to try and experiment. We want to see if we can transfer it in to a full motion. So again, it's exactly the same. We do our practice swings, we drag the club down, we work it in, and then from there, what I want you to do is I want you to take that feeling and I want you to see if you can get it into your full motion. So we take our setup, we know what we want to try and achieve, and from there we can get that golf club shallowing, working itself down, and we can hopefully get, for a right-handed golfer, a little bit of a right to left shot. That is the goal and that is the aim. And it might take a few swings, it might take a few practice sessions, it might take a few months. Keep up with it, see how you go, and hopefully this is going to help all of the golfers out there that struggle with that over-the-top action, and we're going to alleviate a lot of those slicing problems. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. We're going to bring out a lot more content and hopefully you're going to enjoy it. So thanks very much for watching.